Shane is with us in Cincinnati. Hi, Shane. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Better than I deserve. How can we help?
Well, I'm 22 and recently married, and my wife and I are on baby step number 2. And we're wondering if we should use the money that we have saved to buy a rental property to like beef up our annual income and attack the debt then, or to use the money that we have saved now and just go all in right now.
How much money do you have saved, Shane?
About 16,000.
Okay. No. Under no circumstances. You want to know why?
Yes.
You put $15,000 on a rental property, you're not going to make any money. By the time you pay the payment after the rent and you have expenses, you're going to lose money every month. You don't have enough equity in the property to actually freak and create a cash flow. It's an illusion, dude. You need to stay away from get-rich-quick channels on YouTube.
Okay.
So let me tell you what happened to me. Okay, I graduated from college at 22 years old with a degree in real estate, and I worked for a real estate company for a little while, and I started buying and selling real estate, all borrowed money with almost no money down, like you have, almost no money. I was broke when I started, and with all borrowed money, I bought properties like crazy, and by the time I was 26, I had $4 million worth, with a little over $1 million net worth, and I was making $200,000 a year doing flips and then rentals. I grew a portfolio, but I had almost no money and a lot of real estate. The bank got sold to another bank, and I spent the next 2.5 years of my life losing everything I owned because I did, with extra zeros on the end, what you're talking about doing. And now I own hundreds of millions of dollars of real estate, 30 years after going bankrupt, and I paid cash for every bit of it with wealth that I built, and then it has made me even wealthier. Real estate is something to make you wealthier. It is not something to put $15,000 down and make a monthly income on. You're going to make a huge mistake if you keep going down that path. There is no shortcut in this process.
Okay.
That makes sense to you at all?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And let me tell you something else. You said you're married?
Yes.
Your wife thought this was a dumb idea, didn't she?
Actually, she's the one that thought of it.
Oh!
Hello.
Okay, I'm sorry. I threw her under the bus. All right. I'm a little shocked. Okay. Well, here's the thing. Here's what happens in our culture. And it happened to me. And the way we grow up, and see if this sounds right to you, if you grow up without money, which I grew up without money, and I'm kind of thinking you did, Shane, okay?
Okay.
We're looking at these people with money, and they all seem to have real estate. And so we think then the connection that we make in our brains, because we don't know any better, because we didn't grow up around wealth, is that real estate is what made them wealthy. And actually, the data that we have on millionaires says that very few people become millionaires with real estate. Now, here's what they do. They do buy a lot of real estate as they become wealthy, and it makes them wealthier. But very few people start from broke, doing real estate deals, become wealthy, and retain the wealth, because they usually have so much debt that there's actually no cash flow, lots of risk, and one little hiccup, one little COVID gets loose, and and you get all kinds of problems, and you'll end up in a worse situation. And so there's quite a movement happening among people your age, Shane, that says real estate is the way to get rich. Starting your own business is the way to get rich. When in reality, you can start your own business if you want. You spend a few dollars and make a bunch of dollars if you want, with a lot of hustle. But real estate, usually you should buy later on in your wealth building process, and it accelerates the wealth you've already built. But very, very few people statistically become wealthy from nothing starting with and only using real estate to do it. Does that make sense, Ken?
It makes total sense. Shane, here's the deal. Young married couple, I would be working a lot of more extra hours. You want more income, get a better job, or work another job. And that increased income gets you through baby step 2 faster. You move into baby step 3. And now all of a sudden you get to a point, if you walk the baby steps out, you guys could be there. And you could be saving up money, then buy your first house
You easily
cash.
could have your house paid for and buy your first rental by the time you're 30 in cash, if you just start walking these baby steps and working your way out. Hold on, I'm going to send you a copy of the book, The Total Money Makeover, and show you what we're talking about. You read it, and then you decide for yourself.